Both sides will try and push it on the fast break doors to get easy scores. Talk a bit about playing fast, but also playing with efficiency.
Well, you look no further than the Golden State Warriors, who, when they are playing with pace and out in transition and the threes are flying, it's electric and, frankly, almost unstoppable. But they walk that delicate line of playing fast without turning it over. You want to give these great players freedom, but within that freedom, they've got to make sure, okay, we've got to value the basketball, and yes, we can maybe turn it over 10 times per game, but we get north of 10, 15 turnovers, and that's going to put us in a little bit of a problematic situation.
Good analysis. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Durant fill out the perimeter. Green and Bell are the bigs. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
Well, I'm not sure there's anyone in the NBA who understands how to create space more than Steph Curry. Really good job using the screen there.
Now here's Westbrook. And count it from 19 feet away.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Green with a screen on Grant. Durant, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Well, Kevin, the to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. It seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
Well, you're playing right into Kevin Durant's hands when you put him at the free throw line. This guy has always been terrific at the charity stripe.
Westbrook kicks to George. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Drops in the tray.
As a catch-and-shoot player, Steph Curry is as dangerous as it gets.
Westbrook against Curry. Rebounded by Bell.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Floats one up, and it's Durant laying it in. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here's Westbrook. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Even when the defender is present, Westbrook shrugs him off, and you call that elevation, would you not?
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry's shot is off.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Adams. Screen by Adams. Shot clock at 5. Adams sets the pick for Grant. The Warriors pull it in.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thunder trailing by 9. Westbrook passes to Grant. And there's the 3-second violation. And looking deeper at some postseason numbers, here's a look at the distribution of 3-point and 2-point shot attempts for Oklahoma City. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Curry kicks to Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Six to shoot. Ripped away. In the corner, it's Westbrook. High, arcing shot. No good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And Durant launches from deep. Off target with his three. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Grant outside. Knocked away. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Thompson. Patterson, that's good.
Well, the nice rise and fire on the jumper. Patterson taking advantage of the space given.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. There's the pick. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
Now, here's Grant. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Patterson. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. Bell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time, it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
And that one misses.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
And he's good on the second. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
One shot.
Free throw good, Green. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
Down low. And Westbrook, here we go.
Oh. You've got to be kidding. Well, the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display, the vertical out of this world.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now here's Green. He's got 5. Yep, that one goes. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Westbrook against Thompson. Goes up on the wing. Here's Patterson. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Passes it to Adams. He dishes it to Westbrook, and there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. And Adams kicks to Patterson. Adams with the screen on Curry. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Iguodala against Grant. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Durant. This one for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Grant outside. Knocks it loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Thunder trailing by 14. Outside Westbrook. To the middle. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Schroeder. Opening night of the regular season. Blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
Now, here's Felton. There's a screen by Noel. Felton can't get it to go. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Photo shoot the second I go out. Catch me chillin' with Offset and Lil Wop. You gotta give a resume so I can see what you're about. Yo, snatch up your camera. I need things like that you now. Please don't make me pull up on you. Lot of times so you like to get right to the point. And my sneakers match my sweater. I got hella stuff like toy. Like my dad, I'm the man. Don't wanna see me mad. What you do is you lost. Go ahead and call a cab. Hey, yesterday my mother called me. She told me that she be worried about my poop and what I eat. And I told her it's kinda heavy.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Felton kicks it over to Schroeder. Adams with the screen on Curry. The offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got his first 2 points of the night.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Schroeder passes to Adams. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Here's Schroeder. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Steven Adams takes pride in being a great screen setter. I think this guy creates so many opportunities for his teammates.
Golden State moving it around. Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Felton. Livingston, no luck. Thunder trailing by 13. Schroeder outside. Felton inside the three-point line. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. No good from outside. And here now the Thunder. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Felton. Connects in the foul line jumper.
Now, Felton not afraid of the paint. Let's make no mistake. Attacks relentlessly and scoring because he's fearless.
Livingston kicks to Yarebko to the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Schroeder against Curry. There's a screen by Noel. Adams with the screen on Curry.
When you think about the 2 consecutive first-round playoff exits for the Oklahoma City Thunder, this is a franchise that had made it to the conference finals in 4 out of the previous 6 seasons. So not the kind of deep run they're accustomed to.
That one is off. And the Thunder struggling to break through in the West. Doris, are they going in the wrong direction?
Well, certainly they've lost their fair share of star players. And you wonder, do rival executives start to think they may need to trade Westbrook and start from square one?
Good on the second free throw. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Livingston. Over Felton. Livingston, no luck.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Gets it down to single digits.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
Now here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Curry, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
And Noel kicks to Abrinas. There's a screen by Noel. Puts it up. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Curry can't get it to go. The drive by Schroeder. The pass to Abrinas. 1 second left.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
On the wings, Abrinas and George. Adams is out there with Noel. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. He kicks it to Adams. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Schroeder against Curry. To the middle, and stolen by Noel. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Passes it to Noel. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside for Curry. Back to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala against Adams. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Iguodala and the slam dunk by Iguodala.
How about Iguodala skying for the throw down? A little throwback dunk from Andre. Go ahead.
Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
There's a screen by Noel. And he's good on the three ball. Abrinas has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Curry against Schroeder. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
George passes to Noel. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Abrinas. Takes it out to Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Obviously, he's not the top priority for the defense in those situations. It results in an open 3.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Group in here for the Thunder. Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Noel. Roberson, he's checked in for Alex Abrinas. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. Different look here for the Warriors. Bell, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Urebka. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Now Green after Westbrook's missed 3. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
Westbrook against Thompson. Westbrook dishes to Robertson. It's George on the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Now really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Westbrook against Curry. To the paint, here's Bell. The rebound by Patterson. Thunder trailing by 8. And Robertson has it in the corner. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Thunder with the possession here. It's stolen by Green.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Outside Curry. And Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says, no, sir.
Here's George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant. The Thunder have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The first one falls.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
No good on the second free throw. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. I mean, he just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. It's George on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Grant sends it back. Westbrook against Thompson. It's stolen by Bell. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Durant. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's George. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Paul George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
Throw good, Paul George. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills, but there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. And I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. Plenty of daylight on that shot. George has got 11 points.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Curry kicks to Bell. Green, the screen. Back to Curry. Bell with the screen on Westbrook. Shot off the pick. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
Thompson with it. Outside, Green. The feed to Curry. Second shot opportunity, and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, there's a lot that goes into rebounding. Anticipation, timing, commitment. KD embodies it all.
The offensive prowess of Kevin Durant. We knew it even back in high school, but winning the NBA scoring title at age 21, Doris, that really sealed the deal.
Yeah, in fact, Kevin, becoming the youngest player to ever win a scoring title. He's obviously gone on to do it multiple times. And to me, where he's really advanced is his ability to make plays for the teammates around him. Kevin Durant prides himself on affecting winning at both ends of the floor.
And you can tell Durant loves to play the game. Whether it's the NBA or a pickup at Rucker Park, this guy is balling 24/7.
Now, here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Outside, Felton. Patterson setting the pick for Felton. Clock at 4. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
One way Stephen Curry has changed how we think about the NBA game is he's redefined what a quality shot is. The incredible range he has totally ushered in a new era.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
And both free throws good for Curry. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was, too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes.
Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Moment to check out the stats for Green. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from George.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Thompson outside. There's a screen. Bell with a screen on Felton. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Bell passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Pass to Bell. And Thompson launches it from deep. And the three ball is good. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Grant sets a screen for George. Westbrook a screen on Durant. Outside Felton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Thompson kicks to Bell. And he jams it with authority.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
Patterson passes to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 16 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
On the wing, Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. That shot missing. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Right side, Felton. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Felton's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. Westbrook against Curry. There's the dish to Durant. The screen, and then Durant with the jam.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Patterson, the screen. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, the tight defense having zero effect on Patrick Patterson, as strong as he is. He just says, hey, bring it, fellas. I'm going to score it anyway.
Now here's Curry. He's got 26. Thompson for three. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backcourt.
George against Durant. Left side, Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. The three from George. The Warriors pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
Here's Durant. That shot off, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. For three, Westbrook at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, Westbrook has really improved that perimeter game. He has honed it, and it is sharp.
They set the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Westbrook against Thompson. Now here's Westbrook. He's tightly guarded. Warriors leading by 6. Green passes to Livingston, and that one is good. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 14. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater.
Listen, we know Klay Thompson prides himself on being an exceptional defender. And guess what? He has the length and athleticism to do just that.
And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors ahead, up by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size is what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The 3 ball just kept falling.
Yeah, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in 3 after 3 after 3, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
Thunder trailing by 8. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green and Bell are the bigs. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
How about the high-flying antics of Russell Westbrook, the alley-oop? My goodness, that's pretty.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Green. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. To the inside. Westbrook banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
Thompson left side. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Feeds it to George. It's stolen by Green. From deep. The shot misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Boy, searching for some rhythm here at the start of the second half. That's their 3rd straight miss. Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Misses the step-back jump shot.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Westbrook's got 20.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you used the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen. Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
And there's the pass to George. It's stolen by Curry. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Curry. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
And the first one drops.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the 4th quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Off the screen, Schroeder up again. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Inside. Pass to Curry. Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Dishes it to Thompson. Iguodala outside. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Just 4 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that 6-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
First free throw is good. Well, looking at this Warriors team, some say the best offensive team in NBA history. Doris, would you agree?
I don't necessarily love comparing over eras. What I would say is they've got one of the best pure scorers ever in Kevin Durant, 2 all-time great shooters in Clay and Steph, and then Draymond Green, one of the best playmaking bigs we've ever seen. I'll tell you, they'd compete with just about anybody.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
It's George on the wing, defended by Jerebko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks it to Thompson. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Schroeder passes to Abrinas. The 3 from George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's now 19 points for Paul George. The Warriors lead it. Passes to Thompson. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Roberson kicks to Adams. Here's George. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala right side. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Oh, Kevin, how about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Jerebko the screen. Knocked loose. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. That puts them in the lead. Schroeder's got 13.
Tremendously fast hands of Andre Roberson, adept at reading where the ball is going and jumping the lane.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Quite possibly the best shooter of all time. Curry just continues to impress.
Noel's checked in for George. That one is no good. The Oklahoma City Thunder with one of the more rabid fan bases, Doris, in the NBA.
Well, 7 straight seasons of sellouts. There's something about the love affair you find in these small market one-sport towns. This is an organization that has the complete and full support of their community.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
Pass to Noel. There's the screen. To the paint. Roberson gets the bucket.
Well, Andre Robertson, a little separation on the interior. That's pretty.
Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Jerebko the screen. To the inside. Looney. Adams, some nice D.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Roberson kicks to Abrinas. Screen by Adams. The pass to Noel. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Roberson. Off the left rim and out. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3 and D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
He's off on the first. Greg, you look at the lineup for the reigning champs. When healthy, this team starts 5 all-star players at every position.
And even with Boogie coming back from a devastating injury, this team is scary. People immediately called it the best team ever assembled. Right at the front office, but the Warriors players still have to prove they are the best ever on the floor this season.
And he sinks the second.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Shooter kicks to Roberson. Pass to Adams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Warriors shooting in this game, 45%. That one a little long.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Now, here's Felton. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Outside, Felton. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Felton. Screen by Adams. Felton kicks it over to Schroeder. Noel sets a screen for Schroeder. Shoots over Livingston. And it's Schroeder missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Looney. Back to Thompson. Floats one, and the shot goes down. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Klay Thompson so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
There's the pick. Felton the pass to Adams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
You know, Raymond Felton comes out of North Carolina. He's the 5th overall pick back in 2005. It's incredible to me that this is his 14th season. The first 9 he started. I don't know that people realize that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Doris, talk about what's kept Felton around this long.
You know what, Kevin? For every organization that Raymond Felton has ever played on, the head coach loves him. And why is that? Well, one, he understands how to run a team from the point guard position. He's a low-mistake player that takes great care of the basketball. He's willing to mentor younger players. I would sort of liken him to that game manager quarterback, somebody who you know what you're going to get on a night-by-night basis. And there is huge value to NBA head coaches when you get that.
And stolen by Noel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Here's the teardrop. Bell with the block.
Well, the high motor, versatile defender, Jordan Bell, twice on the pipes.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by Bell.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
And it's good, 2 points. Green's got 9 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook up top, defended by Durant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Doris, with Jordan Bell comes a highlight reel dunk waiting to happen.
You never know what could happen in transition with the tremendously athletic Jordan Bell. This guy's a high flyer, big-time fan favorite, and I love that despite the flash in his game, this guy is a grounded, high-character individual.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
George is checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Raymond Felton, and so he hits both.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 12. It's good.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now Westbrook. He's got 24. Shot from 12. No good that time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The forwards, George and Grant. Russell Westbrook out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Noel in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the layup's good off the glass. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Westbrook against Durant. Westbrook, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And here's Schroeder after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Westbrook a screen on Thompson. Here's Schroeder. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. Here's Durant, and there the Warriors now with another bucket.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Westbrook. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Thunder trailing by 9. Outside Westbrook. Looking to end the run. And good. He nails it. Westbrook's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, why not, Kevin, right? When Russell Westbrook is working to the degree he is tonight, why wouldn't you consistently run your offense through him? It makes perfect sense.
Now, here is George. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Westbrook, no good.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
George, that's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Down low, deflects the pass. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Boy, a chance to tack on one more for Klay Thompson. Hard-nosed play, guys. When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
Now here's Westbrook. Misses from short range. Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the 2nd round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
Free throw good, Green. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game, and that in and of itself is a skill.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, you wonder if with this timeout they're going to shake things up defensively, because everything they've thrown at him to this point has not worked. He's on a roll.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that
gentlemen,
across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
That one misses.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Here's George following the basket by Stephen Curry. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Grant. Green with the block.
Well, let's remember a former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Got that one up quick. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now, here's George. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, Jordan Bell is going to be smart when he takes his opportunities on the offensive end. Really good job taking good shots.
Shooter kicks to Westbrook. There's a screen by Noel. Westbrook against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. the Thunder, Steven Adams comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Roberson in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Thunder trailing by 17. Roberson the pass to Grant. He kicks to Westbrook. Back to Grant. A 3-ball. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Green draws the double, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here now the Thunder. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. George against Curry. Adams sets the pick for George. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Good on the 3-point shot. Westbrook's got 29 in the game.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 1st foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And here is Green. He dishes it to Durant. Over George. 5 to shoot.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
Stolen by Thompson. Westbrook against Curry. Kicks it to Durant. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Now here's Westbrook. Screened by Grant. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Here's Roberson. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. From deep, Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, you can see the hard work that Draymond Green has put in to make himself a more consistent shooter.
Thunder trailing by 19. Left side, Westbrook. Over Durant. Second chance shot. And it's finished off by Grant as he lays it in. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Curry against Westbrook. Back to Curry. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Lob pass to George. And that one is off. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 18-6 run. Durant dishes to Bell. Curry kicks to Green. There's the pick. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Thunder trailing by 17. Outside, George. Adams with the screen on Curry. Screen by Adams. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, the size and the frame of Steven Adams was flat out intimidating. A high percentage scorer around the blocks.
Pass to Durant. Excellent D there from George.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now, here's Thompson. And Roberson pulls it down. Schroeder, left side. Westbrook against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good off the back rim and in. 31 points for Russell Westbrook.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Timeout called the Warriors.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Warriors leading by 13. And as you watch Kerr, he really has his own distinct coaching style.
How about Kevin? He once said that coaching is 90% creating environment and 10% strategy. Now listen, we know this guy is tremendous with X and O's, but there's something helpful about his sense of humor and his upfront, honest approach.
Down low. And there's Green on the assist by Durant. 18 points for Draymond Green.
Draymond Green loves playing through contact. That is a nice finish.
Lets a floater go, and it's finished off inside by Westbrook.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Schroeder against Curry. Shoots over Schroeder, and that one hits back iron. Thunder trailing by 13. On the wing, George. 14 feet away. Warriors with the rebound. Bell's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The pass to Curry. From deep three-point range. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, in case anyone has forgotten, Steph Curry with a reminder of what ridiculous range he has. It's amazing how he's able to maintain technique even from that distance.
Warriors leading by 16. Green passes to Curry. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Curry against Schroeder. Durant in the corner. Another three for Golden State.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed. Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Pushing the point guard, force them into different situations, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.